Sweet Baby Inc. employee admits goal is burning games industry to the ground.
And if you have a problem with that, come fight me. Physically. Bitch.
Go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
And I'm in a position now where for the first time, I don't think BioWare has the right intentions.
How we doing out there? Brutal Monkey once again, and this is something that I'm kind of been on for a moment. I've realized probably about 4 or 5 years ago that there's no point in debating any of these people. They just pretty much need to be separated. Good versus evil. Evil must be destroyed. There's no getting around this.
And if you have a problem with that, come fight me. Physically. Bitch.
These people are pretty much using our morality against us. Let me say that again. Anyone they call anti-woke, anybody who's misogynist or istophobe, they are using our morality against us. We are the good people. They are the evil people. Why? Because they will manipulate our goodness for evil purposes.
He grasps after edginess when they don't understand that growth, it also comes from joy. He holds a no pain, no gain kind of mentality that I think is unshakably rooted in white supremacist patriarchal values. I don't mean in terms of resourcing. Creative people or teams who want to tell a story, they don't have the identity, perspective, experience, or empathy.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's the white people can't tell stories about black people. Okay, so it's just like your traditional run-of-the-mill racist thing.
You stupid motherfucker.
And I think at this point, everybody's kind of tired of this behavior. The whining, the crying, the yelling, the bullying. None of these qualities sound good to me.
To terrify them.
Could you please explain to me how? The thing I'm noticing for about the 7-8 years I've been on the alt-right side of entertainment, I don't understand where that even comes from. Who's determining these terms? Who's telling me who I am and what I'm...
Because Veilguard chose to represent, I guess.
These people will do any means necessary. They want power to control people. That sounds like a villain arc. Everyone else who is rebelling against this programming is pretty much being what a hero is. A situation comes where someone has to rise up and fight. Power is thrust upon them, and they must figure out how to balance that power and do the right thing. That is a hero arc.
I just finally know what I have to do. And I know in my heart that it's right.
Anyone who wants to silence you, anyone who wants to name call you,
You stupid motherfucker.
from a realistic standpoint, not argue their points, is an evil person.
And if you have a problem with that, come fight me. Physically. Bitch.
Selfishness, narcissism, terrorist-style tactics, slanderous tactics, lying by omission. You're trying to program people, forcing people to do something that they do not want to do. Please tell me how that makes you on the right side of history. I'm very curious how you're going to spin that one.
Go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
In movies, in video games, in TV shows, in education, in news media, in all of entertainment. You're trying to force something that people don't want. One of these things just doesn't belong here, and that's you.
Because now I'm in a position where I don't think BioWare is on my side.
We live here. You're just visiting. You've overstayed your welcome. Beat it, grifters.
It's actually true that coexistence is impossible. And it's not because like some people have different moralities. Like some people are vegans and they care about animals more than they care about humans. Like that by itself doesn't make coexistence impossible. The fact that they try to force their morality on you, they're trying to enforce their way of thinking and make sure that everyone on the planet thinks as they do, is the actual problem, which is why it makes coexistence impossible.
These unhinged, socially retarded, narcissistic, deceitful, lying outright, or either lying by omission, either way, lying.
What I did, because I did briefly do cam work, just like digitally stripping.
Alyssa Mercante, the disgraced former gaming journalist out of the failing and sputtering Kotaku, just effectively derailed her entire legal case against me during a recent appearance on David Jaffe's YouTube channel. This was the ultimate facepalm moment from someone who continues to show signs of a clear and consistent mental illness, in my humble opinion. Over the course of the livestream, Mercante made shocking admissions, including one that she had briefly worked as a cam girl, information that directly undermines the basis of her defamation claims. And for
Terrify them.
Sexism in gaming. So maybe we be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
Who grasps after edginess when they don't understand that growth, it also comes from joy. He holds a no pain, no gain kind of mentality that I think is unshakably rooted in white supremacist patriarchal values.
Are just very evil qualities. Please tell me how any of those are virtues. How are those anything that people want? What the problem is you are insufferable people. Nobody likes you because of the personality you have. You're trying to hide behind being a woman.
You stupid motherfucker.
Trying to hide behind your race. Trying to hide behind some kind of identity to force people to want to be around you. But the problem is your personality. Your whole morality scale is what the problem is. Nobody likes you. You do not benefit people. You are a parasite, a dreg. You want us to do all the hard labor while you sit back and tell us what to do. Why?
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
People don't like you because of who you are, not these virtues you're trying to hide behind. That's kind of disgusting in itself. I just like this. Oh, you don't like me because I'm black. No, I don't like you because you're an idiot.
Did you not take sloppy seconds of a pre-existing character for your diversity agenda? Oh, representation. You'll take the scraps of the white characters and then claim that you've made it. But we don't want to talk about that, clearly, right? We don't want to. That's anti-black of me to point out.
You're not actually creating a positive representation of black people by doing this. You're just pretending to do that, which is the literal definition of tokenism. And the stupid thing is that when it comes to Final Fantasy VII...
How about that? I wasn't looking at color. You're the one who went to color. Isn't it funny? They'll get criticism. They'll project onto you kind of what they're trying to project onto everybody else. You don't like me because I'm a woman. That sounds like you have a chip on your shoulder. That's a you problem, not a me problem. If that didn't come out my mouth, please don't put words in my mouth.
You stupid motherfucker.
I will clearly say what I have to say. I have no problem debating anybody. Right or wrong, I stand for what I stand for. You people in entertainment, whether it's news, whether it's movies, whether it's gaming, you're all evil people. I have no problem saying that. Please tell me how you're not evil, an evil person. The burden of proof is on you to prove how you're good and virtuous. I think the entire internet can see how you're evil. Missing that USAID money? You basically won't debate or say anything what your real points are, the hill you stand on, because your points can be debunked by a 5th grader.
I don't know. However, it's just a lot. It's just a whole lot.
You come from a place of hurt. You come from a place of wanting to control. You come from a place of a tyrant. You're the bully.
you have a problem with that, come fight me. Physically. Bitch.
You're the phobe. You're phobic of logic.
Weird. Weird.
You want to live in a bubble. You can only live in a bubble because outside of that petri dish of your world, you will die. I have at least witnessed in the past 4 years this big push to control people's thoughts, people's words, and people's actions. This sounds like an evil person. You want a slave. You want a remote control dummy.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Please tell me how you're on the right side of history again. The reason you want to silence us is because you're all freaks, and you know you're freaks.
I have a team of 21 right now for Validate. It's a pretty big team. It's a crazy big team for indie games. But who is your team? Validate has a team of mostly all people of color. We have no white people on our team. I did that because I wanted to create a safe environment. And I know the best way for an environment to be safe is to be around people who are just like me. And I'm not saying that white people in the industry are creating unsafe environments. I'm not saying that. That is not what I'm saying. I am saying that sometimes it is hard to work with white people because they think that something may be okay, but it was really a microaggression. And no one wants to deal with that while they're trying to make a game that they love.
You just don't want anybody to say you're a freak, you're fat, you're insufferable, you're dirty. You're just a miserable person.
You stupid motherfucker.
I have no problem saying it to your face. Anytime, anywhere. Please tell me how you're going to make the world a better place by sitting back and barking orders again. You don't want to roll your sleeves up, but everybody else going to be working twice as hard, huh? Evil.
Terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
Barking orders, yapping, like what? Like a bitch. A yappy mongrel. A flea-bitten yappy mongrel. All of you. Full disclosure, what really bothers me is that you are the weak dregs of society. You're the eyesores. You're the unwanted. You are the miserable. You are what give humans a bad name. You scream for violence, but I don't think you really want that. Y'all don't really like to do anything that requires effort. You just like to run your mouth.
And if you have a problem with that, come fight me. Physically. Bitch.
So if it's going to be a yapping contest, you might have a chance, but if it comes to anything physical, you're going to lose. You must realize who your enemy are. Art of War. Look at the people that you're talking about. These are the people who love the country, love the Second Amendment. Y'all don't like the Second Amendment. So kind of sounds like to me you're bringing a knife to a gunfight quite literally. And I don't believe that we can get along. So just go away. If everything's so horrible, we're such bad people, then leave. You don't like America, leave. You don't like what this is, leave. But trying to lie and say that we aren't as strong as we are and you're stronger than we are is quite a lie. You needed handouts. You needed suppression. You needed quite a bit of things, this bubble, to get what you had all. And when you got outside of that bubble, all of y'all ran a blue sky. This has been Brutal Monkey. I'm on the a little more aggressive side of things. Take it for how you want it. But I don't like these people from the beginning. It's masked in the form of video gaming and movies, but these are just evil, miserable people. They tend to flock to these industries we see, and now they're being exposed for who they are. I hope you enjoy yourself. I'm on all social media. Me versus the losers. This is Brutal Monkey.
Conservatives, they care most about the people around them. Like, they want to make sure that the people around them are safe and secure. So, like, their friends, their family, their acquaintances. And after that, they have empathy for other things. You know, they have empathy for the people in their nation. They have empathy for animals. But the primordial concern, the main focus of the conservative mindset is to care about the people around them. Meanwhile, for the liberal, they seem to care about the opposite. They care more about other stuff. So like, for instance, a vegan. He doesn't care about humanity. He actually cares about the animals. Like, he cares about the animals more than he cares about his mom and dad. A person that's an environmentalist. He cares about the rocks and the trees much more than he cares about his family. And you get to see this often in fiction, where you have people in Starship Troopers siding with the bugs. Like, they side with the alien life over their immediate family. And, you know, like, this baffled a lot of people, because it's like, well, how can you think this way? How can these people survive evolution? Because the reason that we consider it's normal to care about your family and immediate friends is that this is an evolutionary mechanism that helps us survive. And you notice that mammals have it as well. Like, it's just normal for the close kin to care about each other more than they care about other species, right? Like, you're not going to often see a wolf caring about a sheep much more than he cares about himself. And so this is the main difference in morality, right? But the interesting thing with Frieden, and I noticed that it's actually true that coexistence is impossible. And it's not because, like, some people have different moralities. Like some people are vegans and they care about animals more than they care about humans. Like that by itself doesn't make coexistence impossible. The fact that they try to force their morality on you, they're trying to enforce their way of thinking and make sure that everyone on the planet thinks as they do, is the actual problem, which is why it makes coexistence impossible.